Hello, everyone. This is the Reverend. Let's talk about cryptids today. And today we are talking about the alleged ape men and wild men. Let's just get straight into it. What are some of the differences between all the ape men and wild men around the world? Most of them are very similar. The ones that really stick out are the Yeti, the Almas, and Orang Pendek. Now, why do these stick out? Well, let's go from last to first. Orang Pendek sticks out because its feet are shaped differently. It does have a divergent big toe, similar to an ape, but not quite. Still different than even an ape. It's much more towards the front than an ape's. It's not quite a hand, but it's not a foot either. That technically is a foot. Orang pendek are also typically more of an orangish in color, though they go kind of red-brown. They're also small, 3 to 5 feet. So they're the little men of the forest. They're not big. The Almas. Well, the Almas is much more man than ape. Yeah, they're hairy, but not really much more hairy than a very hairy man would be. And they're bigger than normal, but not by a huge amount. Kind of averaging about 6'6". I'm 6'5", so I mean that's well within human possibilities. That's an inch taller than me. We'd basically look eye to eye. My best explanation for the Almas is that they're just a feral population of humans. That's it. Orang Pendek can't be explained away so easily. The Yeti, it has claws and is described as bear-like, but also ape-like. What do I think it is? I have no idea. They're ape man, and it's the real divergent from, say, Bigfoot and the other ones because of the claws. Primates don't have claws. Humans don't have claws. Um, could be anything. Now, when I believe there was something found that was called the Book of Monsters, similar to the Book of Enoch, but the Book of Monsters talks about how the angels didn't just produce children with humans to create the Rephaim of the Nephilim. They also produced children with animals, creating monsters. Maybe, just maybe, the Yeti is what you get when an angel looks at a bear and is like, let's make a baby with that. That would explain the humanoid characteristics, because scripturally, every time an angel is described in the Bible, they look human. There's something different about them. You can tell they are not normal. They give off a presence, but they can mask that and just seem completely normal. Those are the three real big variations on the ape man. The rest of the ape men from around the world are basically Sasquatch and Bigfoot, but slightly different. The Yeren and the Yowie are both basically Bigfoot, just a little different in size. The Ohio Grassman, Bigfoot. Skunk Ape, Bigfoot. Even some of the ones from South America seem more like Bigfoot. Although some of the cryptid ape men in South America are described a lot like ground sloths. And I think that's what they may be. But the vast majority of ape men described around the world are just basically Bigfoot, except those three: Orang Pendek, the Yeti, and the Olmus. Really, they're the variations. They're the odd ones out. And again, the Olmus, I think, is just a feral human population. People who got loose in the wilds of Russia and just lived that way. There are actually stories of Olmus breeding with human women, or vice versa. There's a story of a man who, well, many men actually, who fathered children with the Olmus woman. What are your guys' thoughts on the variations off of Bigfoot? Not the Bigfoot like creatures, but creatures that were off the mark. Creatures that aren't Sasquatch, like the Olmus, Orang Pendek, and the Yeti. Get a hold of me. Let me know. Comment. I want your thoughts.